What if everything you thought you knew about Jacob's deception was built on a hidden truth that changes everything? There's a secret in his story that could redefine how we see this biblical figure. Stay with me, because by the end of this video you'll see Jacob's journey in a brand new light. Our story starts in the ancient lands of Canaan, a place of great historical and spiritual significance, where the saga of Jacob begins. Son of Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob's life was destined for greatness, marked by deception from the start. Born holding his twin brother Esau's heel, Jacob was named for his tendency to supplant or deceive, a sign etched into his very beginnings. In those days, the blessing of the firstborn meant honor, leadership, and a double share of inheritance, a crucial role in family and society. Jacob, driven by his mother's plan and his ambitions, took advantage of his father Isaac's blindness to secure the blessing meant for Esau. Rebekah was the mastermind behind the deceit, urging Jacob to seize his destiny even if it meant trickery. Jacob disguised himself with goat skins to mimic Esau's hairy arms, a bold and deceptive act to fool his father. Isaac, though suspicious, was ultimately convinced and bestowed the blessing on Jacob, altering their family's fate forever. When Esau discovered the betrayal, he was devastated, a brother wronged and a family fractured. This act of deception wasn't just personal. It disrupted the divine order and the cultural expectations of that time. In a society where spoken blessings held divine authority, Jacob's trickery was not only audacious but deeply significant. Why would a man chosen by God resort to deception? Was it mere human impatience or something more profound? Together, Jacob and Rebekah devised the plan, revealing the complexities behind his actions and family dynamics. As Genesis 25 verse 23 foretold, the twins represented two nations at odds, setting the stage for this saga. In Genesis 27, Jacob's daring encounter with Isaac sealed the fate that would ripple across generations. The blessing carried divine weight, a transfer of spiritual authority that reshaped the family's destiny. Years later, Jacob's deception forced him into exile, a journey filled with hardship and self-discovery. During his exile, Jacob wrestled with his past and his place in God's plan under the vast heavens. One night, Jacob wrestled with an angel until daybreak, a moment heavy with spiritual and personal struggle. This encounter left Jacob with a limp, a lasting reminder of his transformation and divine encounter. The angel bestowed a new name, Israel, meaning God contends, symbolizing a new identity and mission. Jacob's story is one of redemption, a reminder that transformation comes through struggle and faith. Despite his flaws, God used Jacob to father the 12 tribes of Israel, shaping a nation's future. His 12 sons became the patriarchs of Israel's tribes, weaving a legacy that endures today. What does Jacob's story teach us today about flaws, faith, and purpose? It's a story for anyone who feels unworthy. Many of us wrestle with identity and past mistakes, just as Jacob did, seeking transformation and acceptance. Jacob's life reminds us that God can use our imperfections to fulfill his perfect plan. If you feel like a deceiver stuck in your past, remember Jacob's journey. Change is possible with faith and perseverance. Let Jacob's transformation be a beacon of hope, encouraging us to keep wrestling until we find God's purpose. This spiritual journey invites us to embrace growth and trust in divine timing amidst life's challenges. We are reminded that no one is alone in their struggle. Transformation often comes through connection and faith. Every dawn brings a chance to leave behind old patterns and step into a new identity, just like Jacob did. Reflecting on Jacob's journey deepens our understanding of divine grace that works through human flaws. Take time today to journal your own struggles and blessings, finding patterns of growth and hope. Community worship can strengthen our faith and help us embrace the transformative power God offers. Renew your spirit with hope and courage, knowing that transformation is always within reach. Jacob's story assures us that peace and purpose follow even the most difficult trials and tribulations. As we reflect on Jacob's journey, consider how your own life's wrestling can lead to blessing and identity. God opens doors for us to step through, into new chapters defined by faith, hope, and renewal. Sometimes, Choosing faith over fear marks the path from deception to divine destiny. Persistence in faith, even in darkness, leads us toward the light of transformation. Prayer grounds us as we wrestle with our inner selves and seek God's guidance. Hope fuels the journey, just as it did for Jacob, carrying us beyond present fears. New growth emerges after the storm, symbolizing fresh starts that come from trials overcome. Forgiveness, like the one Esau eventually gave, is a powerful step toward healing and restoration. Jacob's story teaches us reconciliation is possible, bridging past wrongs with future hope. Sharing our stories connects us and reminds us we are all part of a greater, transformative narrative. Let Scripture guide you as you navigate your own life's challenges and victories. Pausing in reflection allows us to see clearly the hand of God in our journey. Strength comes from facing challenges head-on, just as Jacob did in his wrestling match with God.